Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. We're going to cover one of my favorite products that's come out late last year. If you saw, we had a little teaser, I think right around Thanksgiving holiday. And it's about the Z1 Undershroud. Been on the market for a while. Haven't really had to make any changes, fit, finish, integration with numerous different sway bars on the market, oil pans on the market, pan spacer on the market. Fitment's been great. Reply, feedback, through the community beyond our own experience has been good. Sometimes we're always looking for additional other experiences out there beyond our reach in case we need to do a little revision early on in a product life, but they did such a good job on this one, it just has not called really for much of anything. Love it when they hit the nail on the head like that. Pow, just like, did it. Next. So there's a lot of cool little key features on this. It'll seem subtle, but I just love how they all come together. So when we did the Undershroud, we want to do our own. Factory Undershroud's prone to getting beat up, destroyed. Whether you're hitting stuff on the road, over 100,000 miles or whatever, or just doing regular maintenance where you're taking the bolts on and off. Usually guys use an impact, cut the plastic a little bit as you run the bolt head in. Just eventually they wear through, they stop holding. They need to be replaced. So not a very exciting part to buy OE new. If you're gonna have to do that, why not upgrade it? That's almost, I feel like, the mantra here, right? It's like, oh, you broke something, time to make it better. So I think we lead with that. Of course, you got a good one, you wanna make it better? Still a great option.
Look. Now it's better.
So I love this Undershroud, probably one of my favorite products. I'm a detail guy, so like I tune in on some of the little things I really like about it, and I'm just gonna hit them front to back for you guys. So aluminum panels, laser cut,
which we called a laser.
Real clean work. Generally don't find any burrs, sharp edges, problems like that with them. So when you're working with them, with your bare hands, doing service on the car, not common to find a burr. So far they've held up real well for that. Tolerance has been really tight and on point on the cut, holes, and the bend work. So we haven't had any it doesn't fit calls or issues like that from any of my experience, which is great. Always love that. Happy customers, happy employees. Really like that. Okay, so moving front to back, it's basic. We use same spec, bolt thread pitch. You can integrate if you want to reuse some of your old hardware and just hang on to the new stuff we send you. By all means, you can. You got to replace, some or all the U-nuts that are like on the factory bumper that these bolts are going to go into. You can choose to, hot swap all of it, some of it, whatever. It's going to work and interchange. Even thread pitch on the bolts, going to be all the same. Now on our bolt kit, we are going to include something unique, which is a bonded washers where the bolts come through all the panel, and they just kind of help insulate and hold tight to the panel, and also kind of helps isolate and dampen noise a little bit. If it's really found out you're weird about it on the car or sensitive to that kind of thing, you'll appreciate that feature. We even include a few collar spacers to support the part from the inside. So the two parts in the core support here at the center from the first to the second panel are going to be supported, and back at the K-member we're going to have a couple of spacers to keep alignment and everything perfect fit and finish. So love that. We do give you a little bit of tolerance with some of the slotted designs, so depending on if you got a different fascia, the car's been reworked or something like that, little room, you gain that ability should the need arise. Usually they fit pretty flush, tight, and nice. They've got this stepped brake going into the second panel, if you can see it here, and the offset width of that is pretty much the same as the first panel, so you get that nice, pretty much seamless transition into the second panel. As we go to the front, I guess we would call this like a diffuser section. We're going to speed up air velocity, and then we're going to shoot it across these louvers to pull low pressure air out right off of the pan. Going forward with that too, we've tried to increase clearance compared to OE and some other stuff on the market for sway bars here. And around the pan for pan spacer use. Everybody knows you got a DE and it burns oil. So you need to be running one of these, holding an extra quart. If you're not, check us out on that. Oil pan spacer, great idea. We got a video on that. You can check it here. Probably put the little toot thing down there. Put the little toot thing down there. And great option there. I've certainly seen other ones that run too close to right up on the pan. Maybe boosted applications, people have trouble keeping the car cool. We're looking to see an improvement there with the extraction panel. Love the rivet work. It's tough. I don't want to say it, take a hit, like encourage you to go run over a bunch of stuff, but they do better than some of the other things I've seen, and it's under the car. Let's face it, it's probably going to take a hit at some point. My favorite part though, aside from the fit and the finish and the rivet work, clean laser cuts, all that, and the louvers, which are awesome, is the service panel. If you work on your own car, oh my gosh. It's such a pleasure to have a full service panel. I have to take the whole thing off. When a car would come in for service here, we had an OE, the little window thing, or it would have, you know, a different undershroud on it, may have a little door. You never change the oil through that thing. It just makes a mess. There's not enough room, especially if they got oil coolers and they're stacked up bigger. It's just, there's not good space there. So doesn't do clean work. What do you want? You want panel, 2 bolts. Bam, she's out the way. Everything else stays. It's just fine. You can still do inspection, clean up, do your work, your maintenance, get it back together. You're under the car. It's hot outside. You're already cussing, you know, to get it back up on jack stands and all that. Couldn't find your tools. Blah, 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 blah. That 10 millimeter, where to go, you know. So easy, woosah, okay? So Z1's undershroud, love that about it. Even a lot of times, if you have it mounted on the car, you just unbolt them and you can just get it. Sometimes she'll stay there, you just gotta watch it. If they get really perfectly straight and around, they'll fall out, but don't see that too often. So love that about Z1's undershroud. If you want, you know, to fit it with oil pan, spacer, box to fit in here together, ship it to you complete. Keep these things in stock, ready to ship, and you guys know our map. We're hitting everything as fast as we can. So Z1 Undershroud, installs easy, stays working easy, looks good, cools good,